Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon and today I'm telling you about my top 10 roll and write games. This includes flip and fill games amongst others. Now there are other games that you don't write but you do kind of roll or you flip or you do something like that, and I'll give you some notable exceptions. So we have Kodama 3D, which you'll find on the channel, Rivals for Catan, you'll find on the channel too, as well as Time Epic Defenders, Roll for Adventure, Islands of the Mist, Quacks of Quedlinburg, all on the channel, and Tranquility, also on the channel. Now, this list also doesn't include other games in a series of games, so we'll talk about them as they come across them. But in at number 10, we have Second Chance. Now, I've got multiple versions of Second Chance, so you can find that on the channel as well. This particular one is showing the Stronghold one. I've actually no longer got the Pegasus Spieler one, although strangely enough, Stronghold now have this front edition, which I kind of prefer as a picture. But the cards and the pencils, the coloured pencils, are really good in that Stronghold edition. So 29 plays, 7.5 out of 10, a lovely flip and fill by Uwe Rosenberg, one of 25 games I've played by him. Next up, Quicks Big Points. I do not like Quicks. I give it a 6 out of 10, which is still a good rating, but I definitely don't prefer it over the games. It just stagnates. It doesn't have a nice pace to the game. And I also don't like the card game version by Game Right, unfortunately, either. But Quicks Big Points is a lot more fun. It gives a bit more variety, and it's something I highly enjoy. We're playing it more this Christmas. I've logged 9 plays against it, and that has been Quicks Big Points. Up next, Nobjects. Now, again, interesting name as I first discovered. Nobjects, very odd. But the fact with this game is you write with your finger. So you don't actually write anything down. You're just drawing a line, a bit like a sparkler in the air. It's a very strange, different kind of roll and write, or a flip and write, so to speak. But I'm putting in here, controversial, but it's in here now. By all means, add your descriptions. Please like up. I mean, of course, it doesn't show dislikes, so please like this video. Please, of course, support the channel via Patreon and following on Instagram, over 2,200 photos. And, of course, share, subscribe. And next up, we have Just One, even more controversial, because someone says, well, actually, is it roll and write? You're just turning something over and you're writing it down. In my view, I can agree with the mechanic, not necessarily working like that, but it does have that feel that you are doing this, and that's why I think it sticks in here. But I'll move on for this. Remember, I did play this, the prototype, before it even came out. So that was very exciting. Next up, we have Twice as Clever. Now, I did say we won't have other games in this list whereby there is more than one in the series. This is the singular exception. So what else is there in this series? Let's find out. 8 out of 10 I give this game. I will be doing a video for the channel, hopefully. But next up, we have Clever Cubed. And you can see there's hardly anything in it. 8 over 8.01 over 8. For me, I definitely prefer it over the original. The original I gave a 6 out of 10 to. It's just too linear. I like the variety that you get more with these two versions of the game. Can't split them currently because I've got more plays for it. I'm logging it as a higher rating, and the fact, of course, that you can see it on the channel as well. Let me know your thoughts. So next up, we have Metro X. Now, I've played multiple versions of this. I've played the original Japanese version, and a great game by Game Right. Very nice components, excellent job, well done by Hisashi Hayashi, who's done loads of really interesting, odd kind of games in not in a negative way, but really diverse. Very impressed. Very decent games. I think Yokohama's another one he's done amongst Trick of the Rails, I think, and others. We'll have a quick peep into his design back catalogue in a second. 8.29, 17 log plays. No need to laminate your boards because they're wipeable. There we go. I mentioned Yokohama. Didn't mention trains. We've got Metro X, String Railway. Another game I'm keen to try out as well. Next up, Cartographers. Now, I haven't mentioned this skills mini expansion, which I do recommend. I got this directly from the publisher, and you can actually get it directly from the publisher too if you get Cartographers. So 8.78, high rating. I got this way ahead of people knowing about it, like the game Micro Macro, months and months and months before, I think even a year before anyone else really knew about this game. What a fantastic picture this is. This is delicious. This is fantastic. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, so very nice. You're drawing stuff out. Oh dear, yeah, that's interesting as well. So lots of my stuff is on here too. I don't know if any of these are my pictures. I'm pretty sure they're not. We'll have a quick look at the pictures as well. And oh my goodness, look at all these lovely, lovely pictures. Let's have another look. And probably we would, oh my goodness me. Yes, that is very good. I do have some pictures on here. I can't recall how you actually can get to my ones. But yes, my pictures are on here. My goodness, 400 pictures. Right, we can go and have a quick look and try and find mine. Mine will be one of the first, I recall. So this is prototyping. That would make a lot of sense. And we're going based on recent cartographers. These aren't my pictures. DIY map. Let's have a quick look around. Of course, these aren't my ones. This is quite early doors. And when did I start uploading the pictures? That I don't think is mine either. But let's see if I can find it. When was this? Let's just find where and if my pictures are even here. That wasn't it. First game solo. Yeah, I'm going to just go to one more page just to see if I'm on here. So, of course, I did come out in other languages. It's very popular in other languages too. End game, end of a two-player game. I don't think that's my background either. Winning sheet. That wouldn't be me either. That doesn't like me either too. First game solo. Here we go. So September the 2nd, 2019. And we're just going to scroll up to the top of this. And no. Okay, very interesting. Different versions going on there. Oh, I think this does take us back to the prior page. And as you can see, lots of people did play this in other places. End of game. That doesn't look like my thing either. Blimey. Okay, that was January. So I remember playing this around January the 1st. More draw than play. Interesting. Okay, that's an interesting way of describing it. Okay, so let's leave that as it is and move on to the next game. Okay, so we have Dizzle. Now, I could talk about other versions of Dizzle. I do have Dizzle 5 to 8 as well as Dizzle, regular Dizzle. And yes, this is a game I very much enjoy. A game that I definitely felt to be a great roll and write. Definitely up there as soon as I played it. Another game by Schmidt, in fact, it's by Stronghold as well. 9.1 rating, as you can see, 23 log plays. I've laminated it. It's a great game. Okay, now the next one could actually take up the next 5 positions. We have Knockmal Zutas Block 3, Knockmal Zutas Block, Knockmal Zutas Block 1, and Knockmal Zutas Block 2. None of these are there, it's all rolled into one in a way, but more than that, I'd give the original. Didn't love it at first when I played it. It does look very dull and boring. It's quite bright, but it's definitely really grown on me as well. So this is a game by Incus Marcus Brandt, and it's very highly rated as a roll and write. It's in many, many people's top 10s, and it's a game that I highly, highly enjoy. As you can see, as opposed to the looks of obviously Cartographers, it's not a game where people really photograph much, to be honest, but it just really works. It's very, very competitive, and it's very tricky to figure out exactly who's going to crack on and do something, right, who's going to do something, who's going to win, how do you win. It works well as a solo. And yeah, it's very effective. I'm really surprised actually by the few amount of photos. Maybe I've just never taken any photos compared to this one compared to the other one. If you look at other versions out there, then you will find more photos, particularly in those versions of the game when you're actually looking at playing the game with those expansion packs. In fact, it doesn't look like I've even got any pictures on here too, which is interesting. You can play the app as well, which is very good as well. I just don't like this version of the game. I recommend the original. Don't play Bravo. Okay, that has been my top 10 roll and writes of all time. Highly recommend you check this out. Check out the playlists, of course, for those top 10s. And enjoy your time with the rest of the channel. Thank you.